Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So in this video we'll look at thrift pickup. I'll break down what I'm going to sell, how I'm going to sell it. We'll look at some sales and we'll look at some goals. So let's take a look. So if you're new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Trent. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. I do it for fun and profit and I take you along for the journey. So please hit that subscribe button for more great videos in the future. Alright, so thrift pickups, I'll show you everything that I got, and then maybe I'll break it down after that and tell you where my thoughts were on the items and what I think I can get for them and all that kind of stuff. So first off, actually on the way to the thrift store we saw a yard sale. We went in there real quick. For $1.50 I got a few items. So I paid a total of $1.50. One of the items was a Star Wars VHS tape. Pretty nice condition, so you could say I paid 50 cents for this. Don't know if it's worth it. Actually, for 50 cents it's worth it. It's not the biggest seller, but what I liked about it is it had the advertisement in there for all the Star Wars trilogy. So it's pretty cool for 50 cents, just throwing it in there. But I decided to give these a try for $1. Campbell up. I think these are vintage Campbell soup cups, so they're made to have soup in them. Made in the USA, West brand, thermal serve incorporated. So we got two of them. Pretty decent condition. Need to wash them really quick. One of them has a little bit of a staining right there, but other than that, I think these might be vintage. I'm going to look them up. I'm just taking a gamble on them. Okay, for the thrift store, I got my honorable mention items, which items I collect. I'm going to tone that down, but when I see a Blu-ray that's one really good ones for the collection, I'm still gonna pick them up. So I grabbed It's a Trap, Family Guy, which is like Return of the Jedi. I have one of these already, so I'm trying to collect the trilogy of those. So only $2.99. I thought I'd add that to the collection. And then I couldn't pass up on this one. Looks like kind of like a deluxe edition. Poltergeist. That's a cool one to add to the collection. $4.99 is kind of pricey, but this is like a deluxe edition that has a little book inside of it and everything, and looks clean enough. So add Poltergeist to the collection. All right, then I picked up some quality toys. $4.99. I got a Deadpool Titan Heroes. I seen this particular model of Deadpool sell for $20 to $30, so that's why I always look at these. You'll see a lot of these Titan Hero 12-inch action figure Marvel. Some of them are worth reselling and some of them are not, so you just got to kind of like get a feel for it. Then this one is probably my questionable buy of the day. Now that I look at it, I probably would have passed it had I inspected it a little bit more. He's got like some wear on the paint and stuff, and he was more expensive, $5.99. It's Thanos. And he sells for less money than Deadpool 2, so and I paid $1 extra. Looking back, yeah, I probably should have passed on that, but I got a Thanos too. I think he sells for like $18, maybe something like that. Then I found another Hatch-A-Baby, Hatchimal Hatch-A-Baby. These are always now marked at $2.99, so $3. I like to take two of these and put them together in a lot and sell them. You can maybe make like a $30 sale. I actually have another one that I picked up recently that I need. Now I can make a lot again. So another Hatch-A-Baby. The Hatch-A-Baby ones seem to do pretty well. The way you can tell those is they looks like they're wearing a diaper. They usually have these little wings on the back, and then usually like the head is much bigger than the body. So that's the Hatch-A-Baby. And these guys, these are like interactive, almost like trying to compete with Furbies. Here's a really neat one. Here's a vintage 1996 Lucasfilm Disney Star Tours blaster. It was $2.99, and it looks like it was just fresh out of the package. That's a great one. Then I found a bag of Beyblades, $5.99. It's a pretty good amount of Beyblades. These can go for some pretty decent cash. This will be the kind of thing I want to put on auction. So Beyblades, we'll look at that on the table here in a minute. Here's another really cool bag, $5.99. It's got two vintage Nerf Max Force, the bug blasters. One that I've sold before, the Scarab Beetle one. I sold it for in similar condition for like 25 bucks by itself. But there's also a 2017 Star Wars. It looks like what's his name, Kylo Ren's vehicle. So I'll have to check that out. We'll get this out. This could be a great toy bag. It has potential. Only $5.99, not bad. Then last but not least, I picked up a couple Nerf items. I found one strong arm. So this is $3.99. That's about the price that they seem to be nowadays. They used to be pretty much $1.99 all the time. They've pretty much doubled in price. But what I do, in case you haven't heard me say it a million times, I take 10 of these and I put them into what I call a party pack, birthday party pack. So I'll take 10 of these and 100 darts and try to sell them for like $100 sale. I might have to raise that price since these are continually going up. So in theory, 10 of these would be $40 worth, right? So, but it's a way to take these blasters that otherwise wouldn't sell for a whole lot when you consider shipping and stuff, and net you 50 bucks profit or something, depending on the price that you pay for these. Then finally, I picked up this Nerf rival Nemesis. Now this is missing I think it has actually a rechargeable battery system, which is hats off to Nerf for finally doing that. That's a pretty neat thing. So it's missing that plus the battery cover. It was 10 bucks. The reason why I picked this up is because I actually saw just this right here, the ammo holder. I saw one of these sell for 40 bucks by itself. So I'm thinking that's where the route I'm going to go. I'll just take this and sell it. See if I can, even if I sold it for 30 bucks, I would make myself a profit. And then I don't have to deal with this big blaster that I don't even know if it works. But we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. The blaster itself looks like it's nice. I just don't have the appropriate rechargeable battery to test it. But I think this is a pretty sought after. If you had a complete unit like this, we're talking about $70, $80 plus for this guy. Okay, so it's a Friday. Got some sales to grab. And let's see where I'm at. Something just cha-chinged in here. What do we got? More bids. I have a lot of good auctions going right now. So coming up in the next few days, if people pay, I should be making $500-600 worth of auctions. So that's going to be a nice boost to get my mission started here. But let's see here. Selling. Here's where I'm at starting out right now with my 90-day total is 11,400 something. So we want to get that number way up. I should be clearing. I want to make $3,000 to $5,000 profit a month. That'd be like my first short-term goal. So that number is going to need to get way up to get to there, realistically. Because this, of course, 11,420. That's just that's the gross sales number. So that's not profit, right? So still not bad. Almost $3,000 in sales a month, which, for just barely doing this part-time, I'd say that's pretty good. That's acceptable. Oh, I had a question from a viewer recently about store subscriptions. I use the tier that costs like 60 bucks a month. Now, I think you should use that tier, pay for that tier if you sell something like 250, or I'm sorry, if you have listed at least, you have to have it listed at least 250 items, probably closer to 300 items. Otherwise, you're probably wasting money if you get the $60 tier for store subscription if you don't have that many listings, because there's a certain cutoff point. I'll have to go back and do the math, but so that's the answer to that question. If you're selling under, if you have listed under 250 items, I would say look at one of those, probably the second tier, the one that's below the $60 tier. And then once you surpass 250 items and you start pushing towards 300 items and beyond, I think then maybe the $60 tier store subscription would be applicable. Because keep in mind, I'm talking about you're keeping your store close to 300 items, so that means you're selling items too. So that counts for how many items you have in a month, right? So let's say you have a store of 250 to 300 items that you keep working on and keep building it up, and then you're making 50, 60, 70 sales a month or whatever. So you're interacting with like 400-ish, items in your store. So that's where I think you should be safe to get the $60 tier when you hit that threshold. All right, let's get the sales out here. What do I got? Oh, one's right here. I sold the Super Game Boy manual. Recently listed that, $8.42. Not a big sale, but that's just from my old video game stuff that I had collected over a decade ago. So I'm in that stuff pennies compared to how much they sell for now. So even an $8.42 sale, of course shipping's going to come out of that, is going to make me a little bit of money back, make me some profit. Then what else did we sell? A couple more Sega games. I have them stacked up here right now. This one, Pink Goes to Hollywood. Again, I paid $2 for this a decade ago, so it's like pure profit. It's pure return on investment now, I guess, if you want to say. $23.20 for that Sega game. Then another Sega game here, Outrun 2019. That one's a little bit better, $34.18 total paid by the customer for that one. Again, I paid only a couple bucks for it back in the day. What else do we got? Oh, one of my tools sold. It was with his vintage H. Bacher diagonal cutters. I like to get these at yard sales for $1 a piece, the vintage tools. And this is one of the cheaper selling ones. Usually a lot of them will sell for $12 to $15, maybe even $20, but this one sold for $10.27 total paid by the customer. Again, for $1 investment, it's not bad. Very easy to deal with. Snap a coat. This is one of the easy sustainment items I like. Make me a little profit, get a listing up, and also it's fun. I like dealing with old vintage stuff, so the fun factor is part of it for me too. It may not be it for everybody. Some people don't. For some people, invest in $1 to make a $10.27 sale, and that, remember, shipping's got to come out of that and fees and all that stuff too. So I'm not making $10 profit. So I want to be transparent about that. That's why I always say total price paid by the customer. So any price I tell you that the sale price, the shipping and fees and all that still got to come out. So do I make $5-6? Probably. Not bad. And then last but not least, I got this little Mario figure. This is from 2009, I think. Yeah. The Nintendo figures are good. This was in a toy bag or something like that. That figure sold for total price paid by the customer $16.08. So that's going to be a nice little bit of profit, maybe a $10 profit. Very easy to deal with this little figure. One of my favorite things to sell. All right, so yeah, it's Friday. I'm just going to get these sales prepped, and those are small enough that they probably fit in my mailbox. So don't have to worry about anything. And then we're going to go hit the thrift store and see if we can get do some buying for some items that I can resell. So we'll do that, and then if all goes well, I'm planning on hitting the yard sale on Saturday too. Yard sales, so that's where you can really make good buys that yield a really good profit, because you don't have, because you're dealing with regular people and not a business trying to make a profit. Other than that, in between all that, if I get a thrift store haul, my intent will be to list up all that stuff immediately. I don't want to build up any new death piles, and then I'm going to continue to sustain my listings, cleaning up some odds and ends that I don't have listed here. I've got my vintage Snake Mountains that I need to go through and put together my nice Snake Mountain, and then those remaining pieces I'll be able to sell back for some decent cash for sure. So I will do that. And then I've got a ton of video game stuff still that I need to go through. I got stuff underneath my listing table. I've got a box that's full of vintage controllers and all sorts of stuff. There's hundreds and hundreds of dollars that's just sitting around here that could be going towards the mission of getting out of debt and moving into a dream home, I guess you could say. All right, here we go. eBay progress report. So all the items that I thrifted today, I'm going to do that. First off, if I ever buy an item from now on, I'm going to make sure I think to myself, with the exception of maybe a yard sale lot, obviously every single item in there you might not sell, but I'm going to make sure it's like, can I get it listed up today? Is that the case? So I've listed most of the items that I got at the at the thrift store today, and I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. So those will be listed today. So I'm counting that for today. So that's 6. And then let's go back. So I got auctions that are ending. I got $407 worth of auctions that are going to end here over the next few days. I'm awaiting a payment on a few of them that just sold for those trolls. One lot for $25, another lot for $50, and the big one for 100 plus is going to end here soon too. So I should have over the next week $500 worth of auction sales coming in to my account. So that's going to be a good boost. Going to keep working on this number, try to get it up, try to get this monthly number up. My short-term goal, I want to see the 90-day report. My first short-term goal I'm going to set is 20,000. See if we can get above 20,000 in gross sales over a 90-day period. So that means we need over $5,000 a month in gross sales. So my store count is only at 281 right now. Because oh yeah, let's go back to that. Because you see, my selling rate is pretty decent. Oh, it doesn't show it here. It shows it on the phone, but I have 280 something listed, but I have 300. Oh yeah, my 90-day total is there, the 11,000, but I have 281 active and 315 sold over I think that's over the 90-day period. So my selling rate is pretty decent, I guess. And that comes out to, if you take the 315 and divide it by the 11,000, 192 or whatever it was. Actually, that dropped down. Or on the phone, it says 11,420 or something like that. If you divide that, it comes out to like $38, $39 per sale, average sale price, gross sales. So that's where we're sitting at right now. Gonna get these numbers back up in the positive direction again. I want to get these daily sales numbers up. Oh yeah, and above standard. So let me show you my situation with that. So my seller level, I just went in requested because of the stupid, it's always this late shipment rate that is always getting me in that above standard. So if we look at the report, it's all these right here, like 80% of them actually were arrived on time. And so I just put in the customer service. If you're right here, let me show you. Actually, go back. So if you're in the seller dashboard and you go to help and contact, they have a new system now. It's nice. Request to remove defects. You just go in here and you keep requesting just everyone that was a defect for late delivery. I went in and requested that they remove it, and I said it arrived on time. That's the option I selected, and almost every single one of them were removed. They haven't came off yet. That's why it still shows me at above standard, but it will soon be rectified. So there's a little tip on how to take care of that. You don't have to call in anymore. That's a pretty nice little automated system they got there. Okay, so I made a little progress report. So here we go. Starting November 5th, Friday, November 5th, my eBay bank account. I'm not going to actually show you my accounts for safety reasons, right? Currently, there's $481 in there. That's where I do my buying from, and that's where the profit, that's where my sales, my eBay managed payments goes into. So that's where I'm sitting at right now. I did just withdraw today $200 to source that inventory, and so that's where I got my inventory spending. $60 I spent so far, but I still have the rest of that cash to spend on yard sales and whatnot. The reason why I pull cash today is because the thrift store I went to actually only takes cash. So then I went ahead and started a certificate account in my bank account, and I just went ahead and threw $120 in there to start it from my eBay money. So this is this profit I'm going to skim off and put in a savings account and start saving. Right now it's not going to be a lot because debt is where the majority of my profits are going to be going to, because we do have a lot of debt we got to clear up. So anytime I make a payment from my eBay profits that goes towards debt, I'm going to record it here. And so we'll be doing, like, I'll be showing you weekly progress reports. So a week from November 5th, I should have another one here to show you the progress. And the intent will be short term to build my my capital, my spending capital, up to over $1,000. Now that will fluctuate, of course, because payments gotta, if I'm gonna be taking some of that money to pay off debt and such, it's gonna fluctuate, and of course taking out money to spend on inventory as well. And then of course the savings, we'll have to slowly build that up. That's going to be towards that, down payment towards a house someday. Oh, and I put this in a certificate account. It gets like 2.9% APR or something like that. That's not the reason why I put it in there, but it just gets a little bit at least. But anyways, the reason why I put it in there is because it's actually from November 3rd, 2 days ago, is when I opened it. It matures in a year, so that I'm setting myself kind of like a deadline to when by the time that matures, to have it built up and a significant amount, and have a lot of this debt reduced to where I'm in a position to, I guess that these are the progress reports, and then come 1 year, November 3rd ish, will be the evaluation, and we'll see where we're at. So we're gonna try to set a goal for a year to do all these things, and put myself in a much better position. And so I'll start recording that. Let me know if you guys think there's any other metrics that would be interesting to see. Oh, and then this shouldn't be a dollar sign, but maybe like weekly items listed. I'll start recording that too. So my listings today, I got 15 actually. Once I finish those 6, that'll be 15 that I listed today. And so we want to see that number of my inventory in the store drive up, justify that $60 store subscription like I mentioned. All right guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoy the more in-depth videos. I'm going to try to make all my videos more in-depth and more frequent. So thanks again. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.